And if you can just compete against yourself, like, again, back to Goggins, he's not doing it for anything.
Right.
There's not a thing that he's got going on.
No race coming up.
No,
a lot of people have to have a goal to work towards.
He told me he's downloading information.
What is it? I don't know what that means.
That's his own pain cave. Like, he's downloading knowledge.
So he's still trying to get better, is what it sounds like to me.
He's trying to figure out, like, he's developing his mind to be this unstoppable force, which it clearly is. It's as close to an unstoppable force as I've ever seen, especially when you consider the damage. If you go back to that Izzy video, let's look at his stride. Because here's the thing about Goggins. One of the things you see in his stride is if you look at his knees, he's got giant scars up both of his knees. His knees are way more fucked up than mine, and I don't run because my knees are fucked up.
You did a 5K.
I did once. Not training at all. But the scars are extraordinary. And when you see him in real life, it's even scarier. And his form is weird. So, but if you go to the YouTube video, Freestyle Bender,
right?
YouTube, okay, Izzy's got it. Izzy put the whole thing up, and when you see him running, I mean, his pace is great, but it's weird, like the way he's running, because his knees are destroyed.
Yeah, and I think that's just kind of evolved or devolved, however you want to say it, over time. He's just doing what he has to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you scooch ahead a little bit, this is in the beginning. So here it is, him running.
There's a profile that shows
there's a sideways profile, but even then it looks kind of odd. Like Izzy looks sort of loose and relaxed. His legs straighten out. David's legs never straighten out. They always have a bend to them at every step. You know, like when you see him sideways, you really get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
There's one part where you see him run. There it is.
Yeah,
there it is right there.
Right there. Yeah.
So look, see how he's kind of, that's odd, right? Like, you're a runner. You tell me. That's kind of odd, right?
Well, I just don't know. He might be just trying to stay with Izzy because Izzy's going at a slower pace, which maybe if he was like, maybe if David was opened up, it'd be more extended. I'm not sure.
It's hard to say.
Because Izzy's obviously struggling there.
And also they are going uphill when this is happening.
Yeah, so I think David, it could be tweaking his form a little bit.
But I mean, he must be in agony. There's no way he's not in agony if you know the extent of the damage that he has on his knees. Mm-hmm. And if you've seen the x-rays, and we've showed him on the podcast before with all the fucking screws and shit, they sawed the top of his femur off or his tibia off and shifted it to make it flat again. Like, what?
Yeah, he showed me some crazy photos too of like his body reacting just insanely to some of what he's been putting it through.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, he has to stretch, he told me. He stretches for 2.5 hours every night.
Yeah.
Just stretches. And that's changed a lot for him, too.
When you look at him and Izzy running, I mean, David's 50. Mm-hmm. They don't look that much different as far as like...
Physically looks insane.
Yeah.
And again, he's not breathing heavy at all.
Oh.
And that was one of multiple workouts he does in a day.
Yeah.
But that would break most human beings.
I think Izzy posted that was... David does three of those workouts a day.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
And he keeps going.
Yeah.
By himself.
That's why I love him.
All alone. Yeah. I mean, there's real boogeymen out there, right?
Yeah.
And with David, this is all for his own personal growth, or what he likes to call downloading knowledge. Whatever he's doing, that's for him. It's his own battle that he does. But just to know that there's a guy like that out there, it pushes everybody else too. Like David existing in this soft-ass world that we live in today raises the bar for literally everyone on earth. That's everyone who hears about him knows that there's a standard above in which they have ever pushed themselves.
Right.
Above and beyond. And that's Marvin Hagler, and that's Rocky Marciano. There's people like that's Khabib. There's champions.
And what people do is they cultivate their own little world without those people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
I don't know if I've heard you. I think you don't like knowing about certain men don't like knowing that there's people like that out there.
Yeah,
because then it's just like, fuck.
They don't like being held to a standard that they can't match. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't like being confronted by, he's cheating, he's doing this, he's probably on peptides. There's some fucking excuse. There's not a peptide in the world that makes you work out 6 hours a day.
Fuck
It
no.
doesn't exist.
No,
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I think that.
You have to be a crazy person, and you have to be willing to get yourself into that place, that crazy place.
What was super cool was when True was going after the pull-ups, Goggins was checking in, and he was just like all in, like, you got to, okay, tell him to do this, tell him to do this. He's like, okay, write this down, call me back. I mean, he was so into it.
Yeah, he's a man. He's the man.
Love him.
I love him to death. And I think he does a great service to the world. Even though he's doing it all in silence, he's doing it all alone.
You get glimpses of it.
You get enough to know, and especially that video where you see him with Izzy, like, oh, this is real. This isn't a mythical person. You know, this isn't the gray man. This is a real human being. Like, holy shit, man. Like, there's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And that's their grind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and those people are super valuable. Those people are so valuable. The Marvin Haglers of the world, the Rocky Marcianos of the world, like, those are very, very valuable people.
Yeah.
Because they change everybody's perspective of, like, what's possible, what to strive for, and what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you really want to be a champion? Why? Because you just want to be cool? You want to be the coolest guy on the block? Like, you're not going to win. You're going to find some fucking psychopath who just lives it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's their whole life. And if it's not your whole life, get out. Get out.
It's there's another quote that I love, something like there's somebody out there training every day, and when you meet, they will win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fact.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to think about those type of people. They like think that they're like, oh yeah, I'm working my ass off. I'm doing more than anybody. They're ignoring a few people.
Yeah. You don't work more than anybody. That's not real.
Yeah.
There's no way you do. There's one guy. He lives in Vegas. He's my friend.
I know.
I'm going to tell you, I'll introduce you to him, and you just get nervous just being around him.
Yeah, he's
on a different level.
He's the man.
And that level that he's on, like this thing that he's doing, it's good for all of us. It just, people don't like it because they feel weak. Like, I've compared myself to him, like, Jesus Christ, I don't have that kind of will. But if I was the type of person that all I was my hard work and my will, I would look at him and I would feel inferior. And people do not like that. And there's a lot of bitch-ass men out there that don't like it when guys are working harder than them. And they try to bring those people down. And David takes all those fucking people, and then he writes all the shit that they said down, and then he records it and listens while he's running.
Yeah.
Like...
He's one of one.
Like, you better shut the fuck up. You're just going to make him meaner.
Yeah.
You're just going to make him crazier.
I love that. What's that? The challenge nowadays is who's real and who isn't.
Right.
Because there's people that say things just like David says.
But they're not really doing it that well. They're not doing it that well.
They're not him.
No, they're not him.
It's an act.
It
gives them this social currency in today's world. So that's the hard part, is like, who's real, who isn't.
And they might be working harder than most people.
Not everybody.
Even not everybody. No, there's people out there that are just, and you can't. You can't, because there's not only so many hours in a day, and there's only so much time you can do.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like that before.